For this style of hood, also to make the wider end into the hood, we're going to fold it outside the L the same way, except instead of lining up the wide edge with the narrow edge of the L, we're going to line it up with the inner edge of the narrow edge. So I'm going to pin it up and try to show you that better. This time we're going to line it up like this, so that the narrow side of the L stands alone below the hood. So we're going to line up these two ribs here and button it up to the top of the hood. And in this case, I have two buttons in the same place for this style. So you can still put one through the buttonhole of the other, and they're just two buttons are just hanging out next to each other like that. For this particular style, if you have buttons. Okay, so I have the hood buttoned, and then the narrow side is right here. You can see that. I'm going to put on the hood. Now this is a small size, so the hood isn't super deep. I'm going to button the bottom of the inner side of the narrow side here to these buttons along the side. Now, it's kind of hard to do with it on because you're going all the way around to the back. So I'm going to take it off. So here's the hood. This is the back of the hood right here. And this is the front of the hood is where the narrow side is coming out. I'm going to fold it back. And I'm going to button the top of the narrow piece right here to these buttons all the way back to the hood, or lace or tie. There we go. So once you do this, you have kind of this tube that's fully enclosed. It's fully fastened into the hood with the tube. And you're gonna put your head through the tube. Now this is fastened in the back there. Just gonna grab it and wrap it around. And it can just hang loose. Everything is fully secure with as long as these buttons stay put. This can just be a loose scarf end, or you can kind of pull it around and reuse the same buttons to hold that on, and one or more. Now a larger size will have a hood that'll stay on better in this style. And it doesn't point up as much. We have the wide end and it's folded outside the L. Alright, so that's the first step. We got that laced up. Now when we wear it, you could just wrap it around and have it really loose if you want. But to keep it on more, what we're going to do here is button these buttons to the inner corner of the narrow end, or lace or tie. We're going to fold the narrow end around and button these here. So we're fastening the end of the wide end into the inner corner of the L of the narrow end. Alright, so hood, and then fasten all the way around. Put it on. Okay, so you put it on your head and it's all snugly buttoned down here. And you can bring the other end over and leave it loose, the scarf. Or you can use other buttons or ties to kind of fasten it however you want so it'll stay put. Or you could even bring these buttons through these holes, fasten it snugly like that. So it totally works just loose like this. Or I'm just reusing the same buttons that I already used for the other parts, so these buttons are going through 2 sets of buttonholes. That's a little bit more snugly secure. And of course, put the hood down when you don't need it. Got a hooded cowl. Starts raining, pop your hood.